Hey guys, so bear with the lighting today. It is kind of mid-morning, but I want to get this done before I go do some errands. So today is Saturday, November 7th, and that means my transfer is tomorrow, and I'm so excited. I can't wait. And I don't know the time yet. My nurse is going to call me today and let me know what time, and hopefully I'll find out too how my in-babies are doing there. So I last talked to you guys and let you know how my egg retrieval went, which was a really good experience for the most part. So you've already seen that video. However, since then I did get a call the day after, so that would have been Wednesday, giving me an update, letting me know like how many fertilized, all that good stuff. So let's get to the good stuff. Okay, so out of the 19 retrieved, I have it on my phone, 19 were mature. That is crazy. 19 of 19 were mature. That doesn't happen all that often. So awesome sauce. And then out of the 19, they fertilized, 17 fertilized. And you'll understand why this is a little bit more amazing in a second. But 17 of the 19 fertilized. Crazy. So out of the 17 that fertilized, there were 2 that kind of weren't contenders. One of them fertilized abnormally, so it arrested. It did not continue to divide. And then one was just behind. And again, this was on day 1, the day after retrieval. So that means 15 of them bad boys or girls fertilized, and I'm so excited. Like, that's just awesome. I'm so thankful. Now, at this point it is day 4 days past egg retrieval, 4 days after egg retrieval. Yeah, so basically I haven't got a call since Thursday when I went back to work. I got that phone call then letting me know, so I'm assuming that I'll get a call hopefully rather soon today, and I don't know that they'll be able to give me an updated number or not today. However, the reason I think that 17 out of 19 fertilized is amazing is because of this. So we paid for the package with ICSI, which was for our clinic. I know it can vary, but for our clinic, it was an additional $1,550. And we paid for that. I struggled with it a lot, and I knew that I didn't know that I had anything wrong with me. Tim, his semen analysis were always great, especially the last one. They said that they definitely recommend conventional, which means not using ICSI. And ICSI, if you aren't familiar with it, is ICSI, if you want to look that up or Google it. But basically we paid for that. And for some reason, I just had the urge to ask my nurse when she called back with that report. I was like, so did they do it on all of the eggs? Because we had talked about doing 50-50 just because I kind of wanted to see if our eggs could do it on their, or our stuff could do it on its own. But at the same time, I didn't want like none of them to fertilize. So she said she had to call me back, and after she checked on that. So then I got a call back, and the first thing she says is, well, I have some good news and I have some bad news. And nobody that's going through IVF ever wants to hear a nurse say, oh, I have some bad news. So I was like pretty upset for a second, but then she told me what happened. And basically what happened was they saw our request for ICSI, but they overlooked it. And the reason behind that supposedly is that they saw that my eggs were of great quality and that his semen analysis was great. So they're like, oh, she doesn't need ICSI. So they didn't do ICSI on any of them, like at all. Zilch. So the bad news is they didn't follow our wishes. The good news is we had an amazing fertilization report. The fact that they didn't do ICSI at all. I was like, kind of like, just like, bam, like, I think I even said, what? On the phone to the nurse, and I could tell she was like really nervous to tell me that because, no office wants to call and tell you they didn't fulfill your wishes. So I was like, no, I was like, sorry, I'm not mad or upset. I'm just shocked. And plus that means we get a full refund on the ICSI, cost. So holy cow, that was a whirlwind just to find out, but it really makes me, I feel so amazing just knowing that, our egg and his sperm, Mike and his firm know what to do. Like, they know how to do that. Maybe they just needed to be in a more confined space, and I don't know. Who knows why we haven't got pregnant until up to now. So anyways, that's all I really have. Again, tomorrow is transfer day, so I'm super excited about that. And I mean, I probably will do an update, but I don't know exactly when, just because on transfer day, I mean, you don't really get any news. It's just, oh, put her in there and then see what happens in the next few days. So I'll definitely update you guys soon though. I don't know when I'm testing. I have no idea. So if you ask me, I won't know. I haven't decided. I do feel like I may test before we get our beta results, just because I don't want to be completely shocked, I guess. I kind of want to know. Plus, I really want to capture that moment. Obviously, you guys have seen me do tons of pregnancy tests, so you know I really want to catch that moment at home, seeing a test say pregnant, if indeed we are pregnant. But either way, I want to do that, and I will post it eventually. I just don't know exactly when, or when I'll test even. So I will keep you guys posted, and if you want to follow my Instagram, I do usually daily updates on there. So if you have any questions or comments, you can definitely put those below, or definitely follow me on Instagram and you can comment or message me on there as well. So I hope everyone else is doing well. I'd be thinking about all the ladies that are going through their fertility treatments lately, and I hope we see lots of Christmas, Thanksgiving BFPs. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye! Transfers free of charge. So, but you have to transfer a single embryo the first time. That's what's going on right now. Hopefully I'll get some good news tomorrow, and I'll either add it to this video or I'll